Welcome back to Asinine Radio, a weekly podcast where we talk about music, and, well, that's pretty much it. So, let's go! I forgot if we hey into the main episode too. It's been a long time.
We do it. It's been a long time since we hayed, but we got to get the tee-hees out. We got to get the jitters out. So that's why we hay in again. That's why we're doing it again. Also, because friend of the pod Skip was being a little bitch about it last week. So, that's right. No, I'm just kidding.
Dang.
So we changed a couple things back to what we used to do a couple of years ago. So there you go.
You're gonna get an earful for that one.
I am. I'm gonna get a voice message from him. You fucking guys over there in America.
Golba. I know that's a British term.
I'll have a loaded gun.
A loaded gun with gravy.
Man, this is just so stupid and off the rails, and we're only fucking 20 seconds in. Anyway, we are Asinine Radio. We're the weekly music podcast where every week we get into a different band and different art or different artists, and we listen to all the records we get in, and then we rank them from worst to best, give our biggest banger and stinker from each of them, and we try to have a good time doing it. My name is Tyler, and way out there, hundreds of miles away, is Jeff. While you're listening, go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars. If you're watching on YouTube, you smash that subscribe button, dude. And we're still in prog season, baby. We're wrapping it up, but we're still in it, and we're doing Pink Floyd this week. Funnily enough, we're not really doing a fucking prog record for the main episode.
Still a prog record.
It still is, but it's yes and no. But we'll get into why. So
yes and no.
Yes and no. So anyway, Pink Floyd, 15 records. We're ranking them, and honestly, a good chunk of these we're gonna go through really fast because some of these records just fucking suck. So normally we start with the 6 Degrees of Tom DeLonge. I did not do it this week. Did you do it this week?
Of course, I don't half-arse anything.
Okay, there we go. Let's do this. We connect the band of the week, Pink Floyd, to our boy Tom DeLonge and Blink. So what do you got? Go.
I usually try and just go for, like, I picked Roger Waters, and I try and just get to it no matter what, because I don't like to, like, I didn't find one Roger Waters, that's too hard. Let me do David Gilmour. Let me do Sid. I'll just try and, like, stick with the first one that I cluck. Does that make sense to you?
The first one you cluck, yes.
Cluck. The first one I clucked. So the first one I clucked was Roger Waters. Roger Waters' fourth album, 2017, had this guy named Joey Waronker on drums.
Okay.
Big-time studio drummer. Joey played drums and percussion on Regina Spektor's newest album.
Oh, very nice.
Regina's album, Remembers All to Life, had contributions from Mike Elizondo. Mike Elizondo's been around for a long time, but he worked on Avenged Sevenfold records with Brooks on drums, although not at the same time. But Avenged Sevenfold, Brooks, Tom.
Yeah, played on his solo record, Tom's solo record.
All we do.
There you go.
All we do.
All right, good job. And then also at the end, I'll give my top 10 favorite Pink Floyd songs because I don't think you did it because you didn't send me your list. So I don't think you did it.
Did I not send you your list?
You did not. No, you did not send me your top 10 Pink Floyd list.
I did it. I'll send you right now.
No, I mean, it's fine. I mean, we're going to talk about it anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Nope, you want to be a little bitch about it, then you're going to get it right now. There.
Well, okay. So, yeah, let's start with the worst Pink Floyd record. If you have any bangers, stickers off of it, let's go. What do you got? Go.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 15, 14, 13. These are all equally. No, I shouldn't say equally. I think this is their worst. The Endless River, their latest record, 2014. I think this is their worst. Like what better way to bore your audience to absolute death than by making a record of just boring instrumental bits from your most boring record? Like, get fucked. This is even shittier jazz fusion. It's so dumb. Like 3 decades too late of already doing shitty jazz fusion. These songs are boring. I don't know. I did kind of feel like this kind of would have been a cool 16-bit fantasy soundtrack to like a Final Fantasy game or something like that. But really, like, the only discerning moments of this record is when somebody sings. And then like, oh, that's right, we're listening to fucking Pink Floyd. But even then, man, fuck off.
Yeah.
So my banger is none, because these are all fucking terrible, terrible songs.
I love it.
My worst song is all of them, because they're all equally fucking stupid and terrible.
Yes. Okay, my bottom three, they could honestly be interchangeable, but let's go with 15. It's A Momentary Lapse of Reason, 13th record from 1987. First one without Roger Waters. Richard Wright's back on this one, but it's essentially a Gilmour record, a David Gilmour record. And yeah, this is just, when it's not boring, it sucks. Honestly, when it's not boring, it sucks. The soundscapes dominate all over the record. It's very 80s synth sounding, which, you know, if you know me, I hate that, most of that stuff. And just, that's the whole record. I don't know. It's just a poor attempt at what they were doing on The Wall, really. And the final cut, even though that's really a Roger Waters record, but that's really what this record is. It sucks. It's not good. And also behind the scenes, there's just lawsuits flying left and right between David and Roger Waters. So these are grown-ass men fighting over usually just really stupid shit. So just get over it. Take your fucking money, because you're just wasting more. In the end, you're going to make a bunch of money, so why waste a lot of it right now? One of you is going to concede. Just fucking concede and just take as much money as you can at this point. But no,
That's true.
These are not. These are emotionally underdeveloped men.
Emotionally underdeveloped
men. Yes, correct. So yes, essentially. So A Momentary Lapse of Reason is my number 15. What do you got for 14? Go.
Division Bell, their 14th record, 94. This is only slightly better than The Endless River because it actually feels like a cohesive record, but we're talking fucking like that, slightly better. Nothing. No banger. And my worst song is, again, all of them. This is not good at all. This is a fucking joke.
Okay,
I'll make the
good.
rules.
Yeah, that's fine. Number 14 for me, The Endless River, 15th record from 2014. Their last record. No bangers, no stinkers off this one. This is essentially just unused Richard Wright parts from the Division Bell sessions, because Richard Wright had died at this point. So they just use a bunch of random stuff. And so most of it is just like soundscape, synth, even like guitar parts that are on this record. Just they're just so filtered through, like, you know, some sort of echo filter or delay filter, that it just sounds more like a soundscape. So it's just soundscape on top of soundscape on top of soundscape, and it's just boring as fuck. So The Endless River, it sucks. Do not get it. What do you got for number 13? Go.
Dope cover art, though.
Endless River?
Yeah.
Really? I mean, it's fine.
Fucking cool.
Okay.
And they took it from like some Egyptian. They didn't take it from some. I think he's like an Egyptian kid, but he was like an 18-year-old, and he did like artwork, and they thought it was cool, and they had him do this one, and like that's cool. I like.
That's cool.
I think all of their artwork is at least great or fucking legendary,
Yes.
except one.
Ooh, what is it?
There's one I just do not like. I think it's fucking stupid, but we'll get there. Number 13. Oh dang! I'm going in reverse order here.
Okay.
Number 13 is their 13th record, Momentary Lapse of Reason, 1987, the year we were born, dude.
That is
I get
good.
it. Pink Floyd's done. Gilmour picked up the pieces the best he could, hired a bunch of help from out, and put out a Pink Floyd Miami Vice record. Whatever. It sounds like Pink Floyd, but it's also stupid as fuck. It's way too ordinary. It's way too safe for this to be anything remarkable or anything I give a shit about. I do not have a banger. On the Turning Away, I don't remember this, but I wrote, I just hate those stupid fucking sounding church hymns.
Okay.
That was like the protest power ballad song they did, but I don't remember the church hymns part. But I don't know, that record sucked.
That's fine. All right. So my number 13 is The Division Bell, 14th record from 1993. This one is just barely better than Momentary Lapse of Reason, only because they've added some of the blues elements back to it and reduced some of the giant soundscapes, but it still sucks. I don't really have much to say about it. It's straight up boring. These records are way too long. You know, the post Roger Waters, not to say Roger Waters is my favorite from the band, because he's not, but man, dude, these last three records are just not fucking good. And then all of them have sold so well over the years. It's crazy. Like, all of them have gone to like number one, at least in the UK, some of them in the US as well. You know, top selling vinyl releases.
That's because the UK just like, oh, fucking Pink Floyd. Oh, let's fucking put it on the tally and the turntable then. That's my Cockney also, but like white trash hillbilly accent there.
So you're saying people with a Cockney accent are hillbillies?
Of course.
Like we know anything.
Yes. I will say I listened to Endless River on the vinyls at my shop, and I listened to so much Pink Floyd on the vinyls at the shop, and Endless River. Like, who is this? Who is this? I like this. Who is this?
Who was saying that?
Dude, all the idiots that came into my shop.
Okay.
Just all the fucking knuckleheads.
I thought you were going to say Sloan, friend of the pod, Sloan.
Sloan did like it too, and I had to hide it. I had to fucking hide it. I wouldn't tell him which one it was. Because he likes jazz fusion a lot, though, so that makes sense.
Sloan doesn't know what he likes.
He doesn't know what the fuck he's even talking about. Number 12. I also listened to Momentary Lapse of Reason on vinyl, and then this next one I listened on the vinyls as well. The Wall.
The Wall is number 12.
Wall.
Wow.
Number 12.
Wow.
I changed a lot of my rankings today. There was two huge things that moved around today.
Okay.
The Wall. Honestly, I don't care. I don't like this record. The story is pretty easy to follow. Like, it does make sense, and I think the story is easier to follow than Wish You Were Here. Like, there's some semblance of pacing and structure to the overarching narrative here, but just like Waters is out of his fucking mind here. This album is way too big. It's so fucking bloated. It takes forever to do anything. It takes forever to go anywhere. We get some like random relief here and there with some incredible melodies, right? And like, damn, that was a good fucking 7 seconds of song that you just did right there. But it's short-lived. It's indulgence at its absolute maximum. And fuck off. I don't care. I still haven't seen this movie.
I still have never seen it either. I still have never seen The Wall.
It's always been like on my to-do list, and like all my neighbors who are a generation older than us, they all love it because that was like their movie when they grew up. Mm-hmm. And they all, before the big breakup of our neighborhood, they all wanted to watch it. And
children.
Child.
Yeah,
but they all wanted to watch. I'm sure they still do. And I'm sure there will be some type of drugs involved while watching it. So I'm not opposed to it.
Okay.
But we'll see where that goes. I really don't care about even mentioning my bangers or worst songs so far.
All right,
I don't care.
Yeah, because at this point, I mean, I don't have any bangers. None of them made even my bigger best of Pink Floyd playlist. So number 12 for me, The Final Cut, their 12th record from '83. This is essentially a Roger Waters solo record. He did everything on here. I mean, he wrote all the songs, wrote all the lyrics, I should say. He didn't play all the instruments, but he did write everything. And there was, I mean, I think Waters' ego had gotten it was so big on the Wall prior to this, and he was just constantly fighting with David Gilmour, and he had already fired Richard Wright during the Wall sessions. But yeah, this is just, I think it's just straight up boring. I think it sounds so full of itself. It's just a more concise version of the bad elements, or the bad elements of The Wall. That's really what it is. And that's kind of how it started out as. And that's what David Gilmour was so pissed off about when they were recording this record, or when they were talking about doing this record, was that, well, Roger Waters just wanted to use the B-sides from The Wall. And then David Gilmour said, well, why do we use the B-sides when they weren't even good enough for that? Why would we want to, if they're not good enough for that, why would we put them on a new record?
What the fuck are you talking about, bro?
That's crazy. But then also David Gilmour didn't contribute. He didn't want to write anything. He wasn't ready to write anything new. So Roger Waters just took it upon himself and did it all. And this record's just so fucking boring. It's just so fucking boring. But it still leaps and bounds better than everything that came out after it.
Oh, for sure.
And you know, Roger Waters, very political man, and just anti-war through and through, which is a good thing, obviously. But I mean, this is an anti-war concept record. In the end, I don't know. I don't have any banger. Stinker, Two Suns in the Sunset. I hate that fucking saxophone. I hate that saxophone so much.
You hate all saxophone.
No, I don't hate all saxophone. I do not.
That's all you ever do is complain about the saxophone until
the saxophone in like the 80s.
Oh no, it's the best instrument.
Saxophone in like the late 70s, 80s. Nah, that shit's not good. So, what do you got for number 11? Go.
Final Cut, 12th record. I don't know. I used to like this record more. I don't think this record is bad. I don't think it's terrible. I think it's better than people give it credit for. Mm-hmm. Whereas like, I think The Wall is worse than people give it credit for. But yeah, you're right. This is Roger Waters. I mean, The Wall was essentially Roger Waters with a little bit of input from everybody else. But like every record, progressively more and more just Roger Waters. Like, no, mate, I'll fucking talk over this one. I'll tell you what you fucking do over there. You sit there and you fucking do it. You know, like that's what.
Good. That was good.
And it's not bad. Like he did some cool shit. but it's just a companion piece to the wall, and I don't know. It's not so bloated.
That's really those aren't very positive things to say about it, but
I don't really give a fuck. And the only song that David Gilmour wrote, he has to share lead vocals, right? The only song that he has lead vocals on, he has to share them. So that's like even I feel like that's even more disrespectful than just letting him have than not even giving him his own song. You know, like, oh, you can have a song, but I have to be there to supervise. Like, that's fucked.
But even Gilmour has said, you know, during this era of the band, he was just lazy. He even said he was straight up lazy.
Yeah.
So at least there's that self-awareness.
Fucking lazy sometimes. There's a lot of laziness in Pink Floyd's writing. A lot of this shit sounds the fucking same.
Yeah. Okay. Fair. And he's a great guitar player, but I don't think he's like the greatest fucking guitar player.
No.
So number 11 is The Wall from 1979, 11th record, double album. This record was kind of, I feel like, I mean, based off of the stories of the making of the record, it was kind of made in haste because Roger Waters was in a lot of debt. He made a lot of bad investments, lost a lot of money, and was just tried to kind of rush through a record to put out to make more money to cover everything. And that was the driving record to The Wall. And it's extremely ambitious. The concept is really cool, but a concept can only take an album so far. If what it does musically is not very interesting, doesn't really go anywhere, then who cares? Who cares what the fucking concept is? And that's what most of this record is. I agree with you. This record, The Wall, is so fucking bloated. You could easily condense this down to a 10-track record and you'd be fine. It'd be way fucking better. It could honestly be ranked way higher if you cut this down to 10 tracks and cut out a lot of the fluff even within those 10 tracks. This could easily be way, way, way higher. Because there are some cool songs on here and great moments. Really, really, truly great moments. I mean, look at the whole opus that is Another Brick in the Wall. I mean, that's like 5 tracks. But if, you know, I mean, some of that is fluff, but yeah.
That one part of like, hey, teacher, lead those kids on, that might be the most iconic line totally. In all of Pink Floyd history.
100%. Yes, 100%.
And that's on this record.
Yes. But it's surrounded by, you know, another hour of just whatever.
It's like being at the fucking record show with no TV, no vending machines, no snack bar, no bar.
No water, nothing.
No water. There's not even a drinking fountain. How that can't even be legal? How is that legal?
I don't know. But so anyway, The Wall. This is also during these sessions. This is where Roger fired Richard White, the keyboardist, for not contributing enough to the record. So he just like, you know, fuck you, fired his ass. Why does it even matter when fucking Roger and David write most of everything? So. I don't know. I think it was just more of a personal thing, and everybody has issues with Roger Waters. Everybody does.
It's true.
Banger, comfortably numb. I've always thought this song was really cool. And then of course Another Brick in the Wall, but only like sections of it. But I mean, I don't have an overall just like straight up stinker. So I don't know. That's where we're at. The Wall. So what do you got for number 10? Go.
Number 10, Saucer Full of Secrets, their second record, 1968. Okay. Very similar to Piper in a lot of ways. They have a lot of transitional records. This is like another transition thing for the band. Mm-hmm. Gilmour and Sid both doing their thing. It's kind of like a more focused Piper, which does turn me off a little. I like the chaos of Piper, which we'll get into. But this is for sure my least favorite cover art of their discography. I think this is stupid.
What?
I think it's dumb. I think this is silly.
Wow.
I know.
Okay.
I think this is. I think everything. All the other cover art except for this one gets at least a 2.25 out of 3.
There's nothing wrong with this cover art at all.
Exactly. I expect I expect 3 out of 3 from Pink Floyd.
I mean, it's definitely not their worst. It's definitely not their. It's probably
this
third
is 100% their worst.
Third worst.
No, I'm sorry.
Endless River,
Division Bell's better.
And Endless River is the worst, and then Adam Hart Mother.
Oh,
like we're talking only our work here.
Easy time.
We're only talking our work here, and then Saucer Full is third from the bottom.
I think you missed the boat on Endless River. I think you're having a cow man on Adam Hart Mother.
Shut the fuck
up. But this is the worst. It's stupid. It's fucking dumb. But anyway, yeah, Saucer Full of Secrets, banger, Set the Controls, like just psych rock at its fucking best, man. Pure late 60s perfection. It's also the only song where everybody appears on the track. Honorable mention, though, Corporal Clegg, fucking Gilmore with that killer kazoo performance. So there are goofy parts that I like here, but I don't know. It's stupid. And the title tracks, it's a 12-minute instrumental. Like, you couldn't trim it down at all. Like, there's nothing you could have omitted from there. But okay.
And we also know they're instrumentals. There's a lot of fluff. So
sometimes.
Yeah, a lot of the times. So anyway, that's your number 10. Is Saucerful. All right, so my number 10, Wish You Were Here, their 9th record from 75.
Oh, baby girl.
So yeah, kind of a little backstory. They had a lot of issues making this record. They were just exhausted. Nick Mason was getting a divorce, so he was kind of out of the game, and it was just kind of a mess all around. They had put out so many records before this, touring endlessly. I mean, what I say? 75. The band put out the first record in 67. Only 8 years later, and they're on their fucking 9th record. So that's just a lot of work, just a lot of shit. And I feel like this record is a little bit lazy. It's clearly a blues-based record with a shit ton of delay, a ton of echo on the guitar, and it just kind of drones on and on. And I did listen to this after you and I listened to it on vinyl. I did listen to this on Spotify because I wanted to give it another chance, especially because I was sober. And it's still, I did not care about this record. I don't care about this record. This is famously, though, when they were recording this, Syd Barrett just kind of showed up to the studio after nobody had talked to him since like 1968. He just showed up and he was kind of like just out of it because of so many drugs that he did. He just mentally wasn't there, and he didn't even look the same. He had gained like 100 pounds and just would look like shit. And then it fucked Roger Waters up, like really fucked him up after seeing his friend like that. Yeah. But in the end, I don't know. I mean, maybe you have a different opinion on this record, like as to why people like it, because I have
a different opinion. Yes.
I think the songs are so dull and so boring. I got no banger. I have no stinker off Wish You Were Here. So, what do you got for number 9?
I will say, before I redid everything, I put Wish You Were Here after The Wall. So it was The Wall, Wish You Were Here, Final Cut. And I listened to it today.
On vinyl?
On Spotify's at my shop. But we're usually pretty slow on Thursday, so I had it pretty loud today. So and it definitely changed my opinion. I was grooving to it hard. But anyway, we'll get there when I get there. Saucerful Secrets, 10. Number 9. Do you want to shake him?
No, I'm just saying we'll get there when we get there, because that.
Do you want to shake that dog though for barking? Because dog's barking, you always get mad.
No, I'm not getting mad.
I don't like when my dog's barking.
I wasn't going to mention. I just wanted to mention that you what you said.
But I'm going to put him in the room and then get mad when he barks, even though dogs bark.
He wanted in the room, so I let Rupert in the room. That's what I did.
This is what you get. I hope you don't get mad.
I'm not mad. All right. So what do you got for number 9?
You'll be mad. No. Number 9. This one fell hard for me. Umagumas. I usually put this one really, really high. Mm-hmm. I still like this. Like this is a cool twofer that you get. You get a cool live record and you get a cool studio album. The live stuff is rad, and the studio part of it's really like this just cool experimental piece for these boys to just be themselves and dick around. The biggest knock, obviously, it doesn't feel like an album. It doesn't feel like a cohesive record. It's more of a collection than anything else, but it's still really rad. It's hard to get your hands on like official early live Pink Floyd stuffs. So like this is a cool placeholder for that, for some of those older songs. Mm-hmm. But like it did fall hard. Richard Wright's Sisyphus song. That song's not very good,
man. That song
it's not very good. Yeah. I did not really like that very much. The live stuff I thought was cool, but then it's just kind of like, well, I'd rather buy, because they're starting to remaster a lot of old tapes and then putting them on vinyl, and Record Store Day this year has something like that, where they're putting a lot of collections of different live stuff onto one piece from like 1975, I think was the year. So I do want to get that. My banger is the Grant Chester Meadows, the folky acoustic track from Waters, just fucking banger of a song. And then Pink Floyd loves the use of the stereo, loves the use of the panning. But my I don't want to say stinker, but something I did notice was an Astronomy Domine. It's not bad, but it definitely shows just the difference in guitar styles between Sid and Gilmore.
Yeah, very different guitar players.
And it was just cool because, especially in like those earlier days, you could tell like Gilmour's just trying to hit every note the way Sid did it without any of his own personal feel to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I get that. That's what a new guitarist usually tries to do. I'm going to play it exactly like how he played it. And like as fans of the music, at first that's what you want. Like I want to hear how he did it, but eventually you're like, well, like it's okay to interpret it now. Like be your
especially
own
as
person.
The new guitarist, puts out music with the band, whatever you want to hear. Yeah, you start to appreciate that new guitarist, and of course, makes sense.
So it was cool to hear Gilmour trying to like do exactly how Sid played it, but I appreciate him. I appreciate him on his own.
Yeah, me too.
On his own. Umaguma, number 9.
Umaguma. That is also my number 9. Umaguma.
Purger.
Okay, yeah. Umaguma.
On the vinyls. I'm gonna purge it.
Umaguma is my number 9. I did purge this like a year ago. I did have this for a long time on vinyl, but I did purge it. The live record, yeah, I agree. The live record's really cool, but I don't really like the collection of songs that is the actual LP. Because yes, it's each guy kind of gets their own track, and it's just the Sisyphus song is just not fucking good at all. Yeah. And even the rest of the record, the other songs, I think are pretty fucking weak, and I would never go back to them. I don't really care about the songs on the record. But yeah, in the end, I agree with almost everything that you said. Yeah, Banger is the Narrow Way. That's the Gilmour song. It's cool. But yeah, I purged this one a while ago because, yeah, it's not worth it to keep the record when you only really like the live record. And to your point, they're just gonna remaster some old tape from 1968 that will be better, exponentially better than this live record on Umaguma. So I don't know. That's my number 9. I have nothing else to say on it. What do you got for number 8? Go.
I will say though that this is it's not my favorite cover art, but I
like the cover art.
Is it your favorite?
No, it's not my favorite.
Oh, well then I didn't ask you if you liked it or not.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, it's not my favorite, but I do think it's cool because it does like that Drost effect, right? Where it's like you hold a picture of yourself holding a picture, which just holds the picture of yourself holding a picture, and just goes on infinitely. Yeah. But the original versions had the Gigi thing on the vinyl on the corner, sitting on the wall or whatever, and the represses took it off for copyright reasons. So it took me forever to find a fucking UK of it, and I don't think I have an original UK, but I have an early UK press, and it has the Gigi on it. And I was very happy when I found that at a record, actually a record show here in Arizona. I found that one. I was very happy, but now I'm gonna purge it. So, but I just want to throw that in there. Anyway, number 8, Obscured by Clouds. Their 7th record. A lot of soundtracks. This is a soundtrack thing they got here. This one's kind of weird though. A lot of different sounds and things going on. It's also, I think it's kind of like a placeholder for the career, right? Doc's always on the horizon. See, I can't, or like a Bostonian Doc. He pulling the fucking Dark Side 2-3 times already. Dark Side's on the horizon, but this just feels more like a collection of songs rather than like a complete album. Mm-hmm. And I don't hate their soundtrack stuff. And we'll get into that when we talk about more. Yeah. It's just honestly, this is the record I forget about the most, and I don't know what it is.
It is every really forgotten record. Yeah,
it has some type of memorable thing on it, either good or bad, but it always sits in my mind as like, The Wall, that has, that's the bloated motherfucking piece of shit thing. Endless River, that's their last one. That sounds like trash. Like, what the fuck is Obscured by Clouds? I don't remember. And then listening to it again, I'm like, oh, this is why I don't remember, because this is so uneventful. It's not bad, right? Like, it's not a bad record, but it's so uneventful. It's so milquetoast.
I wouldn't say it's milquetoast. I think it's just not as grand as a lot of the stuff that they put out. That's what it is. But it's not milquetoast. No.
Umaguma at its best is better than Obscured by Clouds at its best.
No, that's fucking stupid.
No, not at all. Umaguma at its best is better than Obscured, but Umaguma at its worst is way worse than Obscured. So
are we even saying that right? Is it Umaguma or is it Umaguma? Because
I don't fucking
there's
know.
2 M's. There's 2 M's there. So
I don't think the M's are what we're questioning. I think it's the U. Is the or Uma?
Well, but you only use the U when there's 1 M. If there's 2 M's, then it's usually right?
I don't know. Well, bummer.
Yeah. You're not gonna say boomer. You're not gonna say boomer when it's BUMM. You're not gonna say boomer. You're gonna say bummer.
Well, yeah, like you're no teeth and you're gumming it up.
You're not saying gooman.
You're not saying gumming it up.
Yeah, you are. You're saying gumming it up. I'm gumming it up. So with the two M, yeah.
I'm a gumma.
I'm a gumma.
I'm a gumma. Okay, I've already said umaguma. I don't. What the fuck did Brittlers know about English language?
They don't know anything. Yeah, they're fucking
we
stupid.
invented it. Anyway, Obscured by Clouds.
And yeah, soon
I will
they'll
say when it comes like the English language, like yes, we did take it from them, and I do think we have butchered that fucking language
for the best.
Made it into something. I mean, there are some things that I don't know why the fuck we do something, but then also there's some things that are good, right? Like I don't know, whatever. That's not a language pod. Childless End. That was a cool, solid song. Gilmour wrote the lyrics, and I think it was the first time he wrote a song like completely. Mudmen, just way too much fucking organ. Way too much organ on this one. So Obscured by Clouds. Did not listen to the vinyls. I'm not going to pick this up. I've never had this, and I've already forgotten about it.
Wow. Okay. Number 8 is More, the third record from 1969. This is a soundtrack to the movie More. They recorded this in 2 weeks, but it was mostly just improvised sessions. No overdubs on this one. And it's mostly, I would say mostly like 70% of it is like just acoustic-driven songs with a lot of soundscapes, field recordings. But then when like the heavier guitars come in, they're super, super fuzzed out. It's a cool record. I did have this on vinyl for a long time, but I did purge this with my Omaguma. And I think that's probably how you pronounce it. But I did purge it with that record. It's still solid. There's still some really cool tracks on here, but this is like it's a compilation, not a compilation, but it's a group of songs where it's either like short, kind of straight to the point, 2.5, 3 minute songs, or you get some extended little soundscape jams. But it's cool. It's fine. I don't go back to it often. Banger is the Nile song, Stinker, Spanish Piece. The way the dude's speaking Spanish, it just sounds really weird to me. But anyway, More is my number 8. I don't really have much on it, so that's fine. What do you got for number 7?
I wonder what it would sound like for like a Britlander, like the Queen's English who just learned Spanish. I wonder if he would still say like, I can't even fucking begin to speak Spanish in a Britland accent.
Well, also, I think like Spanish in Spain is different than Spanish from like Mexico.
It absolutely is
because
similar.
We've only really surrounded ourselves with Mexican Spanish.
But we got by pretty well when we were in Italy speaking Mexican Spanish.
Because you speak Spanish you speak it decently.
I can get around.
I
can ask directions and shit.
And that helps. Yeah. Your Spanish is much better than you let on. Because you are that Mexican. So it makes sense.
I know,
but your mom's Mexican. It's like, you have a better understanding of it than I do, for sure.
I wonder, like, I was trying to think of a word that would be funny in Spanish. Like the cucuy, right? Like, are you afraid of the cucuy, Ian?
Why do you have to speak Spanish with an English accent? It sounds so stupid.
I don't know, because if they're sitting in their schools or they're fucking, whatever they go to school, what do they call it? They call it, like,
where do they go to school?
The primary or secondary, because they don't have high schools and elementary.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, primary
and shit like that.
Third.
There's gonna be a lot. There's gonna be a lot of even though like Pink Floyd is just such an overwhelming task to take on because there's so we can't fit all of it into one episode. We're gonna have to do this again and again and again. But I can't help myself to not make fun of the English or the Britland language. I can't.
Accent.
I won't.
Yes.
Both.
All right.
Anyway,
so 7. What do you got?
Now we landed at "Wish You Were Here," their 9th record, 1975 from Incubus. Yeah, this one jumped. Was it like four rankings here?
That's a lot for
you.
What
a ride, man! What a ride! This was an album that we were gonna do, like you said, and like I still think it's overrated. I still don't think it's their best. I still think it's overwhelming, up against like the heavy hitters. And I put some outliers above this one for a reason. I don't really get the hype on this one. I don't think it has like strong melodies like their bigger records do. I don't think it has like interesting arrangements like their bigger records do. And if you're looking for, like psychedelia, pop, whatever, this album doesn't do anything great in that category.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, like conceptually they tried really hard to like top Dark Side, which I don't know, man. Today it really hit. I think it's cool. I think they beefed up like the competition between the two guys. And they made something that flows so fucking well. Shine On You Crazy Diamond, that's my best and worst. For no reason, because I don't think there is a bad song on this. There's only 5 fucking songs.
True.
But the pacing of this, like, they could just be one song. Like, there's 5 songs, but you could be like, oh, this is song 2. Like, oh, I never would have thought that. Like, everything flows fucking perfectly. And the open, dude, Shine On You Crazy Diamond, it's a fucking fantastic song. It is so goddamn good.
Okay.
I don't know. I brought this home on the vinyls again. So I'm listening to it this weekend again. I don't think we did this record justice when we had Damaged right before it, and
from Black Flag. Yeah, we listened
talking
to Damaged.
and yapping, fucking
Watching
yelling at
Star
fucking
Wars.
Anakin. Yeah, like what, arguing and fucking spitting and shit. Like I don't think that was the right environment to get on this.
Okay,
I don't know.
But
maybe
once
give it
again,
another listen with Canned or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I did listen to it on my stereo behind me, like this week, and yeah, even still, it just doesn't hit hard for me at all. I think Gilmore's guitar playing, I think the overall sound of Wish You Were Here, I think it's just really kind of dull, and I think it's kind of boring. But anyway, I don't know.
There has been times where I listen to something that I don't like, and then 2 Tree listens later, I'm like, oh damn, actually, I fucking love this.
Especially with
the Smiths,
and it's also like the influence of other people. Like, people influence your what you end up liking in the end.
Literally, your entire life is influenced by other people.
Exactly. That's the point I'm making. Especially like when you have close friends or a significant other, and they like things like for example, I would have never in a million years gotten into Phantom Planet, but because that's like Tammy's favorite band, I fucking really like Phantom Planet now. Look, friend of the pod, Skip. He pretended to hate Deftones, but now he loves Deftones. So those are just a couple examples right there. So anyway,
No, I get it.
So anyway, yeah, maybe with subsequent listens. I mean, I've listened.
I do think this record is good. I do think it's worth going back to. I'm going to listen to it again this weekend while I'm gaming, and I'll report back next week whether or not I'm keeping this record. But this is above the wall for me. This is 4. It jumps 4 spots.
There you go. Speaking of video games this weekend, the Switch, a little bit off topic, but who cares? The Switch is releasing the Fire Leaf and the Fire version of Pokemon. It's like a
Leaf Green,
Fire Red. There you go. From the Game Boy Advance. So I'm going to download the Leaf Green.
Of course.
Tonight. I'm thinking, hear me? Okay, don't be so condescending here. So I'm going to download Leaf Green tonight, tomorrow. I'm going to play it, and I'm thinking, why don't we have a Pokemon battle? If you do Fire Red, or even if you do Leaf Green, I don't care. But if you did Fire Red, we could like trade Pokemon and collect all 150, and then we could do a battle at the end.
The battle would be cool. Strict rules. No potions, no fucking items, nothing.
And then we also have to have a limit as to how many times we could switch Pokemon.
Right, and then max level.
Yes.
Like all Pokemon should be at 90 or 80.
Yes,
or
whatever we designate the max level. Yes, correct.
Yeah.
So I think that would be fun because I'm going to download it anyway.
No switching, just 1 through 6.
Oh,
no switching. Throw them out.
Oh, that's okay. I like that.
If we do those, if we can stick and adhere to those rules, I'm in.
Okay, let's do it. Because I'm going to buy it and play it anyway. So might as well. If you want to do it, then let's do it. So that's a side. That's a side. Anybody else wants to play?
I like.
Join us. We'll play you and we'll beat you. Both of us will beat you.
I already know I'm gonna beat you. Your Pokemon, your choices are so stupid. Like you don't know fucking anything about like just overall stats. You're just like, hey, fucking Venusaur is a good one, so I'll choose him because he's big. Like you don't know anything about. You don't know anything about.
Yeah,
anything.
that's exactly what I said. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So my number 7, dude. We gotta hurry through this. Number 7 for me is Saucer Full of Secrets, second record from '68. First with David Gilmour, last with Syd Barrett. Obviously, we've talked about. They ditched a lot of the psych pop from the first record. They've expanded on it. It's becoming more atmospheric, I would say more experimental in some ways, not in more like the wonky, weird ways that Piper is, but in more of what we know of Pink Floyd later on. So they're expanding in the experimental, atmospheric way. But it's a transition record. I agree with you. It is a transition record, but it's still fucking solid. From here on out, this is where I have everything on vinyl. So I have Saucerful on vinyl. I think it's a great record. It's a great transition record. It sets you up for what's to come. Great thesis statement, some might say, to their discography, because Piper is truly, truly the outlier amongst it all. But it's a necessary record that leads into everything, which we'll get into on the main episode. It's a good record. Saucer, yeah, Piper is great. Saucerful is great. So yeah, banger. Let There Be More Light. Stinker is the title track. The title track is just a lot of fucking noise. It's just a noise. Bring the noise. So anyway, that's my number 7. What do you got for number 6?
He says we got to hurry this up as he talked about Pokemon for fucking 5 minutes. Number 6.
That's why we have to hurry up because I talked about
their third record, 1969. I like this record. I purged it. I liked it. Then I was like, nah, this is disjointed and stupid and weird. But now I like it again. I do wish the songs were fleshed out a little bit more. And I have heard that movie is kind of shit, and that's why it's really, really hard to find now. I think it's in the Criterion Collection. If you have a sub to there, I do want to watch it. But I do like this. Have a sub there. It's cool. It's also like a new era for Pink Floyd. No Syd Barrett. No Norman Smith. We get Waters stepping up to essentially be the lead singer now. There's a ton of instrumentals on here, which I like. I don't have a lot of negatives for this. I think it sounds unique, even within their own discography. I think it sounds like of its time, right? The late 60s, early 70s, but with a lot of nuance and a lot of depth. Up the Khyber, that's my banger. That's a little jazzy tune with a fucking super killer drum beat and the funny like piano jamming in the back. It's a cool record, man. Next time it comes to my store, I'm gonna take this home.
I mean, I think I got mine at Desi's for like $8 or some shit like that.
It was not $8,
dude. It was. I got it for so cheap. So cheap.
Not yes. Desi's for $8.
Yes, I did. I did. Anyway, all right. So that's what you got for number 6. More
number 6.
All right. My number 6 is Atom Heart Mother, 5th record from 1970. I do love this record a lot. I mean, from here on out, I love these records. This is straight up probably their proggiest record. This takes you the most places. It's all over the place. Giant orchestral sections that drop into some really cool acoustic type tracks and parts. Each member kind of has their own place to shine within the context of the record, and they do it really well, like way better than Amagama, way better. And then there's some weird field recordings. Honestly, that's why it might make it a little bit lower for me, is because especially like the last track was the last 5 minutes of the record. It's just a dude in his kitchen just eating cereal and just, I don't know, just mumbling to himself and shit. But in the end, the title track, Atom Heart Mother, is fucking killer. It's like 20 minutes long, and it's just a really, really rad prog song. And Summer of '68 is my stinker if I had to choose one, but there's really no good reason. Maybe because vocals, I just don't really care about the vocals on it, but otherwise, killer track. Atom Heart Mother. Oh, also the band, they don't really like, or at least David Gilmour and Roger Waters said this is one of the least favorite records from this era. So there you go. That's something.
Consistently kind of shitty reviews.
Yeah, it doesn't get the best, but it's still a great fucking record, especially amongst. I mean, if you were to throw Atom Heart Mother up against like a lot of prog records at the time, and this is 1970. Come on, there was like very little prog music coming out, and even the shit that came out over the next 5 years, Atom Heart Mother is still like up there, if not one of the better ones. So I don't know. That's my number 6. What do you have for number 5? Go.
Number 5, Animals. This one fell a little bit. Okay. Still top 5. Mostly because it is really just kind of similar to Pink Floyd in this era. That's not a bad thing. It's just, okay, I get it. I've heard this before. I do think it's a tighter concept and album overall than like their big obvious records. It's a little bit. It's also a little bit angrier. It's a little bit more bitter than we're normally used to. Like Pink Floyd taking it personal with the punkers started talking shit on them and the old guard. I think one of the guys in the Sex Pistols wore like a Pink Floyd sucks T-shirt at some point.
But he loved
Roger Waters.
No, it was Johnny Rotten.
Yeah,
wore that. But he loved the Pink. He loved the Pink Floyd. He loved Pink Floyd.
He liked the Pink Floyds, but also like people talk. Pete Townsend talked shit on Pink Floyd and said they were the greatest band I've ever seen, the Syd Barrett era. And when I saw him when Piper came out, I was like, what the fuck is this? But also he talks shit all the time too. He doesn't know the fuck he's talking about.
And most of the Who records are not that good. So.
Oh. There it is.
There's the
but
Pauly,
these songs aren't like composed with a grand sound in mind, like on Dark Side, but they sound they still sound big. They sound big. They sound menacing. It's very intense. It's a very intense record, and I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Best song's Dogs. Dude, this song is wild. Gilmour slays his parts. There's so much space before he like the big drops into his like lead parts that it's almost like it just drags and then drops. I love it. I love that pacing. Animals is good. Not a percher. Keep on the vinyls. At least a 2 out of 2. Probably 2.25. 2.5.
All right, number 5 for me, Obscured by Clouds, kind of the forgotten record, their 7th one from 1972. This is a soundtrack to a movie called La Vallée. I'm not French, so I probably butchered that, but that's okay because the French, it's a dumb language. Just kidding. We did Gojira a few weeks ago. I'm kidding. It's a joke. We got some hate on that Gojira.
Even they didn't speak in French, though.
I know, but we did get some hate on that one too because we were making fun of the French. So anyway, with Obscured by Clouds, I like this record. It's unique in their discography because it's just a collection really of shorter songs, more pop and rock driven songs, shit they don't normally do. There's no real extended jams on this one or songs. And damn, dude, they do these like shorter songs really fucking well. Cut out the fluff, dude. Cut out the fluff. And Obscured by Clouds is it's a solid pop rock, psych rock driven record. I think it's good. I like Obscured by Clouds a lot, and I've had it on vinyl since we started collecting. One of the early records of theirs that I got on vinyl because it was like always so
that
cheap.
One you got from Desi's.
This one I did get from Desi's. Yes, I did get this one.
I
from
remember.
Desi's. Yes. So I like this one a lot.
For a fact, you didn't get an $8 copy of More.
I got.
From
Yes,
Desi's.
I did. I did
it
get.
Was not $8.
Yes, I did.
It might have been 15, but not 8.
I'm pretty sure it was 8. But anyway,
I promise you, it was not 8.
Well, I know more than you do. So. My banger, Burning Bridges from Obscured by Clouds, and I really don't have a stinker. I think all these songs are really cool. They're really, really good.
All bangers.
You hear that?
Yeah.
Damn, someone's peeling out. All right, so Obscured by Clouds, my number 5. What do you got for number 4? Go.
Piper at the Gates of Dawn.
The album of the week.
Album of the week.
All right, so my number 4, Animals, 10th record from 1977. This is like obviously has a lot of the Dark Side elements to it because it came out right after, but they've kind of thrown it back a little bit to the proggier side of maybe like Atom Heart Mother in certain elements because Dark Side has like a 2-minute, we'll have like a 2-minute just kind of noise kind of track, but then it'll drop into a more conventional type of rock song. But this one has more of extended jams, extended parts. So it's a good combination of Dark Side and I would say honestly Atom Heart or maybe even metal, like the song Echoes. Like a lot of this record reminds me of that as well. And I don't know. I think this is made almost in kind of a rush after Dark Side because they wanted to play off of the hype of Dark Side, and there was a lot. Of course, at this point, Dark Side had blown them up worldwide. And there was a lot of dispute and turmoil over the royalties of the records and the music. And most people were not getting along with Roger Waters, of course, like I mentioned earlier. So it led to this kind of like friction-based record where they were trying to do something cool again with having multiple members, write songs. And I don't know, I think it worked for the most part. There's some whatever parts, but overall, I think Animals is solid.
That's good.
Yeah, so I do have this on vinyl. It is the 2015 repress.
That's a good sounding repress.
A great repress. Banger is Pigs, three different ones, dude. The haha part. Oh my god, the haha. I fucking love it. It's so yeah, dude. It's so good.
Ha ha ha. What's that ha ha? I like another song that has ha ha's. Like ha ha ha.
Oh,
ha.
Devo.
That's
Peekaboo.
right. Yeah,
the Peekaboo song.
There it is. These like
Peekaboo.
Good.
Yeah, I love the ha ha.
That's so aggressive.
But here it's the ha ha. It's like the higher. It's so fucking good. So I love Pigs, 3 different ones. Incredible song.
That was good.
Great fucking record. And a lot of bands like Primus, they did a whole tour where they played this fucking album in its entirety.
Played this fucking album in entirety.
All right, so you're copying me. So what do you got for number 3? Go.
Number 3, Dark Side of the Moons.
Here we go.
8th record, 73.
Dude, metal made it really high for you. Metal made it really high. Look at you. You're finally like, growing up.
Pretty good.
You're finally growing up here. Look at you.
Pretty good.
All right. Continue with 3.
Pretty good. Oh, it's pretty good, Dan. See, like, De Niro can never be English, right? What do we get? It's pretty good, Dano. Well, you're pretty fucking good. Like, that's silly. It doesn't sound good. It's hard to argue with this one. Like, this has to be like a top 3. This has to be a top 3. Like, it's too important in music history. It really is. I still think like Jethro probably is like a stranglehold on like the best prog concept album of all time. But this just, I think Passion Play is a better. I think Thick as a Brick is great. Aqualung is fucking fantastic, and those all came out. I think Aqualung was 71, and then Thick as a Brick maybe even 70. But like they were already doing the 60s. But it's easy to like dislike the Jethro sound. This is like a sound everyone can like. It's so accessible. Yeah. It's so at times goofy, right? Like, can we have a song called Money and not have the fucking sound of money? Can we have a song called Time and not have clocks and shit? Like, that is pretty fucking goofy.
It is goofy, yes.
But like everything about it, and it's not just the record itself too, but this is an era where cover art means something. And to like dismiss arguably maybe the most iconic cover art of all time. Like this and Abbey Road. Abbey Road might be number 1. This might be number 1. I don't know. They're both fucking so recognizable. And like, yeah, they blew up after this. Rightfully so, because the record's fucking amazing.
It is.
But so is that cover. That cover was menacing and scary, but also like intriguing and spacey and other the covers everything. Everything.
Yes.
I don't know, man. This is a band that has already been pushing to become bigger and bigger and bigger, and they did something like this, and I don't even think they had any idea it was going to be this big. Best song, Money. I love that song. It's cool.
It's a great song.
Yeah. Fuck.
Can't fuck with Dark Side or any songs on it.
I don't know. Worst song, I guess, the Great Gig in the Sky, because that lady needs to shut the fuck up a little bit. That's it.
She gets so loud in that song too. It's like wailing.
It's like, dude, relax, Daddy, chill. All
right, so my number 3 is The Piper at the Gates of Dawn, the album of the week. So we're gonna break this record down in a bit on the album of the week. So go listen to it. Don't bitch about it. Yeah. Fucking love that part so much.
Good.
All right.
Good.
So what do you got for number 2? Go.
Number 2, the medals. When you meddle in my affairs, then you get a sock in the head. About 2 seconds.
Okay. I thought it was almost like a Simpsons. The way you said it, seemed like a Simpsons reference.
It was just terrible. Yeah, this one went. So I had this at number 3, below Dark Side, and then I listened to it on the way home, and I listened to it again today. And on the way home, I changed it to number 2.
California.
Oh yeah, from California to home, Arizona. And then today I was like, I'm gonna go back just one more time. And really it was me like, okay, I want to pick apart Echoes. I want to make sure that Echoes is like one of their best songs, and it kind of really is.
Yeah. You can't
but like this has an incredible start, dude. Like it's not just Echoes that is great, right? Like Waters' bass line with the echo on it creates such a fucking dope opener. Coming off Adam Hart, we see them just get away from orchestral arrangements and back to the rock realm. This is a rock band, right? At its heart, that's what they want to be. They're a rock band, and it works. These songs are interesting. They're unique on their own. Also, the last time we get a full band together to write music and generate ideas, after this, they kind of become like the Roger Waters featuring the Pink Floyds.
Yeah.
But they had some creative roadblocks here, apparently, and they tried a bunch of different ways to subvert their creative process, and essentially just wasted so much fucking time trying to write songs. And they had this one song that they were working on that like just went nowhere, so they called it Nothings. And then they practiced it again, and it went nowhere again, so they called it like More or Sons of Nothings or some shit. And it was like the worst song they had done, and they hated it, and it just went nowhere. But then finally it clicked, and it became Echoes. And I was like, damn, that's fucking cool. Like a song you guys all hate, just like one little thing can change, and all of a sudden, like, oh, there it is, we're done, there we go.
So sick.
Metal's really, really cool. I do think this could be like the dark horse, like the underdog of their discography and be number 1. it's hard for me not to pick Adam Hart. We'll get there when we get there. No, it is what it is. First things first.
Okay.
Best song, Echoes, obviously. Worst song, Seamus. It's not the worst song at all. I don't think there is a worst song
There's
here.
no bad song on metal.
But I do want to make fun of people that say, like, oh, you like fucking gnomes and shit in your music, but here we have a song that, like, the lead vocals is a dog. So, like, I don't know. Can you really talk that much shit?
You can't really. Said person cannot talk that much shit at all.
Take it away, dog. Okay.
God, this band is so stupid. Every album, every era.
Every album.
All right, so metal is your number 2. My number 2 is Dark Side of the Moon, their 8th record from 73. I agree with everything you said. The artwork is truly iconic. I would say, top 2. Abbey Road, Dark Side could be the 2 most well-known. Those 2, and maybe even Sublime. I mean, this may be very regional, but Sublime's 40 Ounces to Freedom. Just the sun itself.
I would like Nirvana is going to be more recognizable than
maybe.
Sublime.
Once again, it might just be a regional thing. Yes, but
I don't know. I don't like between Abbey Road, because I think Abbey Road and Dark Side are the 2 most recognizable. I don't know which one would be number 1.
It would be really tough. Maybe Dark Side because of its simplicity. I mean, I think
Dark Side would edge it out.
Yeah, just the triangle with the prism. I mean, it's so simple.
It's easier to print on T-shirts.
That's true, dude. That's true. But anyway, Dark Side is my number 2. These songs also aren't as extended when it comes to the jamming. Yes, the songs are split up, and there are a couple of songs where they're just kind of, it's noise and just build up and tension and everything, and it's necessary to get you to the next section of the album, but it's not just like one giant 20-minute jam where some sections are way too long, minutes too long. But here it's way more concise. The melodies are catchier on this one. So once again, agreeing with you on it, it's more for the masses. Like it's more for the broader audience of music listeners, and that's why it's accessible, and that's why it's sold over 40 million records. Yeah, I think it says like it's the most successful rock record ever. So makes sense. Banger is Time. I love Time so much. I love the lyrics. I love the music. I love the melody. I think it's just such an amazing song. I have no stinker. I don't give a fuck because it's a great record. It's a perfect record.
No rules here.
It's a perfect record. So there you go. Number 1. What do you got? Go.
There are no rules here because neither of us make them.
That's true. We only follow them.
Number 1. I think this is their best record. I don't like it's. I wanted to find a reason why this shouldn't be number 1, and I did, and I tried, and I thought like maybe metal could edge it out. Like tell me why Dark Side isn't their best. But Adam Hart. The first time I heard this, I was like, yeah, this is it. This is it. But I do like this type of music.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So this record is huge. I feel like they've already been building to this point, doing soundtracks and shit. Shows are looking for bigger compositions. They're looking for something that's engaging like the mind and the ears in a way that they thought they could find with movies. But what they just had to do was just add like fucking cellos and violins and an orchestra, and then they can achieve it. They had all these high aspirations, and they didn't read music either. So when they handed like their music over to the pros, they had to just kind of like verbalize what they wanted, and that's very Brian Wilson of them. But Brian Wilson he was a better musician, obviously. But like that's still impressive, right? Like here's what I want, and then the guy's like, okay, I guess I'll fucking play that. So that's very impressive. I don't get why this album has so much fucking hate. I don't see what more you'd want from Pink Floyd. There's even Fun, and you mentioned the cover. Dude, the cover's fun. This is my second favorite cover. Dark Side's my favorite. This is my second favorite. It's so stupid and goofy and shows that these guys sometimes don't take themselves too seriously. They still have a little bit of humor in them. Yeah. It's fun. It's stupid. It's stupid as fuck. And their name's nowhere to be seen on this record, not even on the spine. I love the pacing in this record. I think it's so that it's top heavy and tiring, and the second half slows down a little bit, gives a little bit more room to like relax, decompress, but it still makes sense in the flow of everything. And I think dude, like the first side is, I think it's 24 minutes long. I think it's the longest song. I think it's a little bit longer than Echoes, which
it's 23:42.
Like, it's just, I think it's incredible. I think it's absolutely incredible. It's I don't know. And so Adam Hart Mother is obviously my banger. Like, this is it. It's so fucking big. There's so much going on. There's so much, like there's so many instruments and parts. It reminds me of Sketches of Spain, like what Miles was able to achieve. And this is like their good vibrations, like bringing it back to Brian Wilson, like, albeit not as complex or legendary, but like this is them. Like, this is what they envision. Damn, like, how can we take this to the max? I think this is the max. You don't get bigger and better than this. This is incredible. This is peak.
Okay.
I don't know.
I mean, I love the passion. I do love the passion.
Dude, this is fucking peak. This is like you sit back, you're like, holy shit, how did a human create this?
But I think it also comes down
to
music. I think with Adam Hart Mother, the album itself, it comes down to these guys are younger. They're not as jaded at this point. So it's like, let's just throw everything at the fucking wall and just let's fucking go for it. There's no labels, pressuring them. There's no fans, or not as many fans pressuring them. And maybe that, and
there's no genres pressuring.
Well,
them
there's that, yeah, no, and the genres too. So
right?
it's there's a lot less restrictions, consciously or subconsciously. And we talk about bands all the time where, like, their first record is fucking incredible because they're young and they kind of do whatever the fuck they want and what they love, and they're not typecasted. They're not genre casted, I guess.
Well, they always say like you have your whole life to write your first record, but you only have like a year to do your second record. But then you get bands like just The Offspring, right? Their first record compared to 4, 5, 6, 7, right? Like nothing. But here's something that like genres didn't really exist. Like Crimson had only invented like prog really a couple of years prior to this, and like that's about it. And Jethro's still like doing their thing, but like no one really knows what the fuck they're doing. Americans haven't hit it yet, so like we're all just relying on the British to do it, and like the whole world is like, I don't know what the fuck this is supposed to be. What the fuck is this? Jazz is still pretty big, leading into the '60s and even the '70s. So like, I don't know. This is crazy. This is just a bunch of kids that like to fuck, trying to make it honest. It's good. It's good. I don't want to. Not my worst song, but "Fat Old Son." That was the. I love these folky tunes too. It's not a bad song, but it was worth noting that it was something that Gilmour had come up with. It was like his contribution to the record, and supposedly he struggled writing it hard. For whatever that's worth, I thought that was kind of funny. But yeah, Adam Hart Mother, man, I think this is the fucking bee's knees right here.
There you go. Very good. My number one, of course, we can go in great depth into this record, and honestly, we should have done this on the podcast, but
we should have or we should have Adam Hart Mother.
Yeah, but we chose Piper because, and there's good reason for that as well, which we'll get into on that Album of the Week episode next. But yeah, Metal, I think this is a transition record. I think this is them going from the weird proggy shit from like Adam Hart Mother, Saucerful, shit like that, to what we know in Dark Side. This is the predecessor to Dark Side. This is what Dark Side is the poppier, the pop rock version of Metal. Because, yeah, with Echoes in itself, that's a 23-minute jam. A 23-minute song, just epic fucking song. But, yeah, with Dark Side, they just made everything a little bit more concise. They chopped it up into different tracks. And, of course, there are shorter tracks on Metal. But overall, this song is just, like, the perfect kind of prog record. It's not overindulgent like your fucking Crimson or Magma or fucking even Jethro Tull, even Rush too. It's not as indulgent as that stuff, but Metal is still a prog record through and fucking through. And it still has incredible melodies, incredible sections that are very, very, very catchy. I think Metal, to me, it truly is their best record. And listening to this for the first time years and years and years ago, just fucking blew me away. Just thinking like, how is this not more popular than Dark Side? But then as the years have gone on, you kind of realize, oh, okay, Dark Side appeals to more of a wider audience. But Metal is just that perfect transition record that should get way more recognition. Nobody talks about it because the album cover is kind of forgettable.
I still don't see it. I still don't.
I don't see it.
How
Yeah,
it's in here.
I don't get it either. But
you can see the elongate. You open the jacket and the full thing. I don't see it.
I don't see it either. But I mean, even look at like Adam Hart Mother. That's a way more popular album cover than Metal. Metal is just this forgotten kind of bastard child, kind of like the Amputexture of the Mars Volta in a sense. Nobody talks about it enough, but it's truly their best record. It's the way she goes. So, banger, Echoes, of course, because Echoes is just, oh my God, it's their best song, easily.
Echoes is Echoes.
So, Echoes is Echoes. So, Metal is my number one. Let's get into our top 10 favorite Pink Floyd songs. So, you go first, 10-1. I'll go 10-1 after you. What do you got? Go.
This, so like I say like my 4 or 5 or whatever, probably going to stay that way, but I did add a lot of songs from the album of the week. I listened to them a lot, and I liked them. But anyway, Adam Hart Mother, my number one. Are we going 10-1? Huh?
10-1, yeah.
10-1 then. The Gnome I put on there today because
Skip's not gonna like that.
Damn, this is so fucking funny. It's just such a good fucking folky tale, right? This is Stella Tale. Anyway, the Gnome number 10, Grantchester Meadows number 9 from Umagumma. Astronomy Domine from Piper. Breathe from Dark Side. Alan's Psychedelic Breakfast from Adam Hart. Dogs from Animals. Interstellar Overdrive from Piper. Money from Dark Side. And then my top 2, Echoes and Adam Hart Mother.
Fuck yeah.
47 minutes of Pink Floyd and 2 songs.
47 minutes.
That's an album.
I'll just say this. My top 10 is an hour and 30 minutes. That's how long my top 10 Pink Floyd list is.
Mine's an hour and 50. So I win that one.
No, you do. You do. So my number 10, Adam Hart Mother from Adam Hart Mother. Number 9, Burning Bridges from Obscured by Clouds. Number 8, Take Up Thy Stethoscope from Piper. Number 7, Let There Be More Light from Saucerful. 6, Breathe from Dark Side. 5 is Pigs, 3 different ones. From Animals. Number 4 is Time from Dark Side. Number 3, Lucifer Sam from Piper. Number 2, Fearless from Metal. And the number 1, of course, has to be Echoes from Metal. Because that is the greatest Pink Floyd song by far. I don't make the rules. And we all know I don't. So I know you don't either. So
I don't make the rules, no.
Yeah. So anyway, I don't know. That's all we have for this rankings episode. Thank you all for listening. Go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Give us 5 stars. If you're watching on YouTube, smash that subscribe button, dude. Go listen to the main episode where we break down and we get into the Piper at the Gates of Dawn. Check it out. Tell your friends, and that's it. That's all.